After flying for several hours in order to get back to Barbados, all Golda Whittaker wanted to do was have a relaxing evening in the quarantine-approved hotel she had booked online. But Whittaker said when she arrived at Blue Orchids Beach Hotel in Worthing, Christchurch, the only person there was a security guard who treated her so disrespectfully that she refused the accommodation even after management intervened and offered her an apology.
I arrived on American Airlines today, Thursday, from Miami. I chose Blue Orchids because they had an excellent review in terms of the facility. And when I got here, after paying $34 on taxi,
And how much did you pay to stay at the hotel?
It was over 450 US for the 3 nights so far, and they would have been more because they submitted 2 or 3 nights additional.
Quarantine?
Yes, in quarantine. When I got here, I met the security guard at the desk who said, well, she didn't leave me anything about you, and I'm assuming he meant the receptionist. So I said, well, I do have a reservation on my phone. And he started to yell at me and says, well, that doesn't help me. I said, sir, there's no need to yell at me. And he flew his hands in the air, came from behind the desk, eyes bulging, and said, I'm trying to help you, and you're telling me this crap? I said, well, sir, you don't need to yell. And then he started to say, I'm a Bajan, and you don't have to come here and tell me this. I said, sir, I'm a Bajan too, and I was born here. And are you older than you? Are you older than you? I said, what has age got to do with it? All you need to do is call the receptionist or call someone so I can find out what's happening. Anyway, I brought my luggage back out to the hotel and I sat here. And finally, the receptionist came. I spoke to Mrs. Carrington, who I guess...
She was not on the property.
She was not on the property. And so I spoke to Mrs. Carrington. The receptionist had connected me with her. And then Mrs. Carrington was highly apologetic. She said, this is not who we are. This is not what we stand for. Would you reconsider? Because I said, I'm not staying at this hotel. I am definitely not staying at this hotel. So she said she's going to have to contact the person from whom they secure the security guards and let them know what has happened. And she knows that it's going to be escalated up to the board of directors. Because I did say to her that I called you immediately.
So you're going to stay now?
No, I'm not. It's a bad feeling. I just had I came in from Ecuador, and it's been very many hours of traveling. And so, I was very patient with everything that's going on at the airport because I understand these are not really normal circumstances. So I'm expecting a little patience from everyone, and I'm giving that as well. So when I come here and I'm confronted with this after a long trip where you're exhausted, I just sat there and I cried. I was just so upset.
An official from the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. intervened and found new accommodation, and Whittaker said she also received an apology from someone at the security firm that employed the guard.